Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be going over a team that I saw during Arrow's stream last night. This team is being run by Dunebug. It was Umbreon, Lanturn, and Toxicroak. Now I didn't really get to see anything play out because it was just straight up counter to Asian Milkman, so I decided to try out the team myself and try to figure out what the safe swaps were and all of that. So definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't to see more videos on this channel. And this team, I'm just going to show one set. I played off stream because it was on the weekend and I didn't stream on the weekend. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show that one set right now. Alright, so a little bit of the overlay missing because it wasn't on stream and I have to just put this together myself in real time. So Marowak lead, this is obviously very good for Umbreon. We're just going to look to hard counter whatever he has in the back. Unfortunately, it is the defense Deoxys, which is pretty decent against the rest of our team. I guess it's not hitting Lanturn for any super effective or anything like that, but I decide, we already have a huge lead up front. Let's go ahead and get hit by this Thunder. Oh, it's actually a Rock Slide. Let's go ahead and just try to take this match as far as we can and then switch. And I'm really weary of the Psycho boost, so I really don't want to go into Toxicroak as it's double weak to it. So I'm going to shield once and then probably switch to Lanturn right here. Yep. Oh, I actually switched to Toxicroak. So I must be thinking, okay, I'm fine to shield this. But actually, since they probably threw the Rock Slide, most people don't go Rock Slide and Psycho boost. So, oh, they actually did go Psycho boost. Okay. Well, they swapped out, and we have a little bit of an energy advantage coming into the Marowak matchup. The Mud Bomb here is super effective. It's going to do about, I thought it would do a little more. It does about 50%, it looks like. A little more, 55%. Bone Club probably doesn't KO us from there, but the Shadow Bone definitely does. Going to wait out the timer a little bit since the switch is so awkward for us right now, but we're very close to our own foul play. We do get hit by this move. Unfortunate that we did hit the move as well, so this is probably a CMP tie, and they're definitely going to get KO'd. We do a nice, so we can try to get a little bit more farm. We do get one extra Snarl in, and then they do have an Azumarill here in the back. One Thunderbolt is not going to KO, and I think two Play Roughs might KO, so that's one reason I really wanted to try this team out as well, to see how the matchups went. Oh yeah, Play Rough doesn't do as much as I thought. But it's a wonder if the DD has, or the Deoxys has a Psycho Boost saved up or not. I do decide to just go straight for this Thunder. They don't switch in on me, which is great. Lanturn is a pretty rare mon to use in GBL, so you probably don't know the count to switch in on the Thunderbolt. And we go ahead and take game one. Alright, game two here. Usually we hate seeing Swampert in the Hypno matchup, but Umbreon's fine here. We can tank a lot of this damage. I mean, Umbreon's just a crazy bulky mon, so yeah, tanking this damage is what it's going to do best. And we go up to two foul plays. We throw one. It's going to do about half. Is this a shadow? No, it's not a shadow. So it's going to do, looks about 40%, 35, 40. So the second one's going to get it pretty low. I'm going to wait for it to throw a move, and then I think I'm going to go into Toxicroak here just to save Umbreon in case they have like a Marowak or a Psychic type in the back that Lanturn can't deal with. And they do have Galvantula. Oh man, Galvantula seems like a real tough task for this team. It's going to be neutral against Lanturn, but only taking neutral back as well. Or resisted or neutral, in fact. And then obviously it deals super effective to Umbreon. So we're really hoping one of these goes through. They did have two shields. We're going to end up taking both here. But it might take the rest of our full team to even do anything here to this Galvantula. So I think I decided to come in with the Lanturn since it's only taking neutral damage from any of Galvantula's moves. And then hope that whatever's in the back can be taken down by a 30% Umbreon, which is definitely a tall order to ask for. They actually did end up having a ton of energy, but I'm so close to this move, I decided to shield. But they end up switching in. Their switch timer does end up coming up before I can throw the move, and that's probably GG on this game. He's going to go up to two Rock Slides, use one of them on Umbreon, and then maybe go for an Earthquake onto Lanturn, because Lanturn's never going to make it to that Hydro Pump in time, and obviously what's it called? Thunderbolt is going to be double resisted by the ground typing here. And if this is an earthquake, I think it's a one-shot. Actually goes for the rock slide, which is weird. Gave me some false hope. The second rock slide, I actually don't think KOs either, but it's going to get so close. Maybe the mud shots end up taking us out. Yep, GG. All right, tough game 2. The Beebs bro, this guy does stream on Twitch. So if you haven't checked him out, go ahead and check him out at the twitch.tv/thebeebsbro. All right. So we hard won the lead against the Alolan Raichu. All of our team's actually pretty decent against the Alolan Raichu as far as like charge moves are concerned and resistances. Obviously, when they switch into the Stunfisk here, we have a hard counter to that. I actually ended up shielding the first one, which was a bait. We do end up shielding the second one. Maybe I can farm down at this point. So they do have a shield advantage, but if they do come in Raichu, we still have the Mud Bomb, which is going to be super effective. And we almost have 2. So even if they shield this one, we still have this next one coming before they can throw. And this is going to do a ton of damage, probably something about 80%. They switch out into Swampert. I switch out into Umbreon. We just go back into this neutral matchup. Oh, wait, no, the Swampert was from the previous one. So yeah, this is a neutral matchup, even though we're super effective against Raichu. Obviously, it cannot bring in Lanturn, because if it gets Earthquaked, we're doomed. And we don't do, we do resisted damage as well with Thunderbolt. So yeah, might as well come into this matchup. And Alolan Raichu is pretty low anyways. Hopefully it doesn't have Grass Knot. That would be the scariest thing for our Lanturn to see. But we also win this matchup in the 0, it looks like. Actually, we definitely don't. Do I farm down with Lanturn? Probably. Because it is going to be out of energy here. Yeah, farm down with Lanturn. Hopefully get to this Thunderbolt, which while resisted, still Alolan Raichu's super low. It's going to get taken out here for sure. Now, I don't know how much Grass Knot's would have done, but I think he ends up throwing a Thunder Punch. So obviously this is probably Thunder Punch Wild Charge. All right, that's a GG for game 3. So 2-1 in this set so far. I know I already spoiled that we would go 4-0. Haunter, this is obviously a really good lead. I think he ends up catching our second foul play, if I remember. I remember this game was way harder than I thought it would be. He does sneak in a Shadow Claw there. Not very good for us. But if one of these lands, we're just GG'd for sure. Okay. Now, this must have been a different matchup. So this Haunter's probably going to go down to this foul play. If he double shields, somehow throws a charge move and a fast move at the same time, that's not good. Did bait us here too. But we still... Oh, no, we didn't shield. I think I was counting the moves. And we knew he couldn't make it to a Sludge Bomb. But now we're getting so much lag that I don't know where he's at. And I decided to shield the third move. Which is fine. We end up winning the lead matchup here. The only thing is we have to be scared of is... This is a pretty tough one in the back for us. Because they could have Psychic. In fact, most, I think, Metachamps do have Psychic. So I don't want to switch into a Psychic. And we're going to come in with Lanturn here. I think we're going to stay in with Lanturn, even if they try to go for a double Psychic. It might just be... We're already close to this Thunderbolt. We really just want to get that off. We're hoping whatever's in the back is going to be weak to a Toxicroak. And I have a feeling it's Bastiodon. I think I remember this game with a Bastiodon in the back. As soon as he throws that second Psychic, though, I'm coming in so that I can start farming, and it was a Bastiodon in the back. Look at that, spoilers. All right, this is GG for sure. Yeah. All right, game 5 here. Does it go through? Oh, an Alolan Marowak. This is obviously a good lead. I switched out of Pogo app just because it was really weird. Okay, so I play this matchup I usually play the Umbreon in this matchup all the time, and I'm like, okay, double Mud Bomb is the only way to go to win this without shielding. And we get to the double Mud Bomb, but it ends up being a CMP tie, and they get a move off here. And I'm like, are you serious? So I think we over-farmed too much. Yeah. So I end up falling into the same trap that all the other Toxicroaks fall for with me. But we do have 2 Mud Bombs going into the Marowak matchup, which is nice. We know they've only done 1 Fire Spin, so now they're at 2, and it takes 4 to get to the first Bone Club. So they're at 3 now. We know we can get 2 under here. We're going to get taken out before this. Oh, no, they just let us get to the next one. Oh, that's interesting. They must have miscounted where we were at. They do get to farm us down, but now we bring back an Umbreon, and then they're going to switch. They switch into Razor Leaf Tropius, so I decide Umbreon has a better chance here, or rather, Lanturn has a better chance against Marowak in the back than it has any chance against Tropius with a Razor Leaf. So even though we would be doing neutral with Spark and neutral with Thunderbolt, we would be taking super effective damage from the Razor Leaves, and that would just be too much. So I decided to save everything here for Umbreon against Tropius. We shield up. The switch timer is going to be up soon, so we have to be wary of that. And then I decide right now is the time to come back in with this, because we still have the Umbreon there for the back matchup with the Marowak. And they do switch in. This Bone Club probably KOs. They do have a ton of energy. Oh, it doesn't KO. Okay. Is it okay to have landed this? It is Razor Leaf, so they aren't getting energy that fast, but this matchup is very close. Leaf Blade probably wouldn't have KO'd, but I don't think I would have left that matchup right there. It wasn't necessarily over. I didn't have a move ready, although I probably won that matchup no matter what, but you might as well go through it, right? All right, so that was a 4-1 with that team. I will say we did try this team on stream this morning. I think it went 3-2 and 2-3, so not as good, but I did make a lot of mistakes in this morning's games. Like I said, it's a brand new team to me. Of course, I'm not as well versed in it as someone like Dunebug is, who this team is made from. And again, thank everyone for their support, especially your support on Patreon, Marlon Date and Michael H. And I hope you all have a good day. I'm going to try this team out a little bit more. Great League's coming up. I don't know whether I want to just go back to my normal team and hard push on the leaderboard, or try out some new teams and see what we can do. So we'll see. We'll do a little bit of both maybe on our stream. So, all right, I'll catch you on the next one.